This week, GoPro introduced a new camera, and they've called it the Hero 9. Seeing how everyone else on my YouTube is talking about it, I figured I'd jump on the bandwagon and give you my thoughts on GoPros. Now, this one isn't the 9, it's the Hero 7 Black, but the advice will still work. Okay, here we go. Here are my 5 things to remember before buying a GoPro. First off, there's accessories. Now, my GoPro came with a cage so that I could attach it to accessories, and most of the accessories that you can get are just about trying to find a way to put your GoPro on something in a weird place so that you could film something. So it's worth remembering that you are going to collect a lot of these little things that will make your GoPro awesome, but a lot bigger. Second up is file size. Now, because the GoPro is an action camera, it captures a whole load of details like GPS and how fast you're moving, whether you're spinning around, and all of that data takes up space. Also, the quality of the video takes up space too. So there are a few settings you can tweak to reduce the file size, and as long as you aren't collecting the extra information about GPS and speed, that can also be used to reduce the file size. It's very worth remembering, especially if you are making vlogs from your phone rather than a computer, the file sizes can be kind of big sometimes. Third up is the touchscreen. Now, the touchscreen is great. It's big, it's bright, it's useful. However, it can be a little bit weird sometimes, and I have on more than one occasion deleted files by accident. I've got the screen lock on because of that, and even now, see, I'm struggling to get this to unlock. So it's worth remembering that whilst it does have a touchscreen, you're not going to be spending all day on this thing. If you are aiming to make a vlog using not much more than a GoPro and your phone, it's worth remembering the app that you use with the GoPro can be a little complicated. Let me explain. So I have gone bonkers trying to move files from the GoPro into my editing suite. First off, you have to take it off the GoPro and then put it into the GoPro app. And then from the GoPro app, I have to move it into my photos. And then from my photos, I have to move it into my editing app. That means that I've got 4, 5, 6, 100 copies now on my phone, and I've run out of space. So that can be tough sometimes. If you're using a computer, you'll be fine though. Next up, picture quality. Now, if I grab this GoPro and slowly bring it a little bit closer to the lens, you'll see the focus has shifted, get a nice shot, and I have a blurry hand in the background there. Lovely. You won't be able to get this kind of a shot on a GoPro. Now that's because the GoPro isn't designed to get that kind of shot. This is designed to capture anything that happens at any one time. So we have a super wide, a wide, and a narrow view, but it's always in infinite focus. So you're just not going to get the kind of, vloggy, background, blurry, fun things that you might be aiming for. So you can't get more of this with, blurry Sharpies in the background. This you could only really get on a real camera or an expensive iPhone. Now, as I've said before, this guy is the Hero 7 Black and not the brand new Hero 9 that's just been announced. There are a few features on the Hero 9 that I kind of wish this guy had, so here they are for you. The front-facing screen. So there is now a full color screen on the front of the GoPro so that you can see yourself in shot. That's very useful because if you've just done a whole talk to camera and you take a look at it and you find that you're actually just talking to nostrils, it would have been nice to have known that sooner. So I think that's a very good feature and I wouldn't mind having that. Also, horizons. Because you are putting your GoPro into some really weird and wacky scenarios sometimes, you'll not realize just how much of an angle you've actually got your GoPro at. So it's nice that the 9 has a software feature where it can kind of tell where the horizon is and make sure it's always level. So that's kind of cool. And then finally, the built-in prongs. Having to have an extra cage just to attach to attachments is kind of silly. It's awesome that the Hero 8 and the Hero 9 both have prongs attached to the bottom. I wish the Hero 7 had that because it's such a small thing that I can carry around with me. It's nice that I can just attach it to something super easy. So I kind of wish this guy had that too. And then finally, just if you are thinking of getting a GoPro and you're worried about all the accessories, but you really think this is the only way that you can get the footage that you want, don't forget, it's such a wide angle shot, you can pretty much hold it by any part of the GoPro and still be in shot, and just walk around with the GoPro and hold it by your hand, and you'll probably still be doing just fine. You don't need a gimbal, you don't need a tripod or a selfie stick. If all you can do is have the GoPro, it'll still treat you pretty well. And there's also the confidence that you can drop it and not stress too much. So I hope that's been helpful. If you are thinking about buying a GoPro, then I hope this has helped. Have a great one.